You're listening to the Save the Date podcast, where we talk all things weddings, jewellery and romance. With love from Cullen Jewellery.
Hello and welcome back to the Save the Date podcast. I'm Sheridan.
And I'm Juliette, and we are so happy you're here.
We are officially halfway through the year, and I think we can officially say that we've now seen the wedding of the year, if not the century.
The decade, the century, everything.
Literally everything.
Up there with the royal wedding.
Even more so.
More so.
This is just taking it to the next level. If you don't know what we're talking about yet, today we're going to take a deep dive into the absolutely astonishing, incredible wedding of Anant, Ambani and Radhika Merchant. A quick preface. If we say any names incorrectly, we are very sorry.
Yeah. We're
trying to do our best and look up the pronunciation, but obviously that can vary so much. So if we get anything wrong, feel free to send us a DM with a little voice note saying, FYI, this is how you pronounce it.
Yes, please. And on that note, sit back, relax, and let's get straight into it.
All right, so who even are they and what's the 411 on their relationship? Anant Ambani is the youngest son of Mukesh Ambani, and he is the richest person in Asia, and I believe he is the 11th richest person in the world. So
Big
we're
money.
Talking next level here.
Billionaire.
Yeah. He is the head of Reliance Industries, which deals in oil, telecommunications, entertainment, and energy.
Now, his new wife, Radhika Merchant, also comes from a very wealthy family. Her father is the CEO of Encore Healthcare, and they both work for the family business.
Yeah. I think a lot of what I was seeing online was like, oh, she's just in it for the money.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, she is also
extremely wealthy.
Very wealthy. Like, she doesn't need this man's money.
No.
She is fully in it for love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The couple actually met back in 2017 through mutual friends, and Radhika said that their first meeting just sparked something between them, and it wasn't long before they started dating.
So the two shared a big passion for animals, and Anant has recently opened Vantara, which is the largest animal rehabilitation facility in the world, with Radhika saying that they both believe this is their karma bhumi or land of duty, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, that's
So
such
cute.
a nice way to do something actually with purpose, because they can.
Yeah, not the average Joe could
Yes.
make the biggest animal rehab
in the world. So the couple actually got engaged back in 2023 at the Sharnathi temple. Sorry. And had a celebratory dinner with their family before heading home to a surprise engagement party, which was just the start of their elaborate celebrations.
Yes. So let's get into the pre-wedding celebrations. Yes.
Pre-wedding.
Pre-wedding. And also, if you're thinking, like, I swear I saw these people get married earlier in the year, you saw their pre-wedding.
Yeah, that was the pre-wedding. And it was probably 10 times the celebratory of an average person's actual wedding.
I would argue.
That was just the pre-wedding.
I would argue like 1,000 times.
The scale of an average person's actual wedding.
Yeah. So in March this year, the couple hosted their 3-day pre-wedding weekend and hastakshar, a traditional Indian prenuptial event at the Ambani's home.
So this took 3 months to plan and was organised by Anant's mother.
Yep. This is where you would have seen that Rihanna performed at the event, and it's reported that they actually paid her $9 million just to be there, which is insane.
Yep.
And the guest list for this pre-wedding celebration included Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, as well as Ivanka Trump. And that's just to name a few. They also had some big names in Bollywood as well.
Yes. In May, the celebrations continued with a 4-day Mediterranean cruise with a guest list of 1,200 people. This included performances from the Backstreet Boys, David Guetta, Katy Perry, Pitbull, and Andrea Bocelli.
They basically gave these 1,200 people a Euro summer.
Yeah. This is just beyond comprehension.
Yeah.
Of how elaborate this all
Yes.
is. It's just insane.
So on the first day of this cruise, Radhika wore a gown designed by Robert Woon, and on the chiffon of the gown was a love letter that Anant wrote to her for her 22nd birthday.
That's really sweet.
Which is so sweet. And it is a beautiful gown. It's black and white. It's, stunning. Mm-hmm. Also, a quick note as well. We've explained a couple of the outfits that they've both worn. However, it is impossible to explain these outfits as elaborately as they actually are. Mm-hmm. So I 100% recommend you going online and looking up these, stunning designs.
Yeah. Okay, so the cruise also included a toga party to pay homage to their college years, and a masquerade ball. The final night had the party taking over to the main square in Portofino, which was transformed into an open air market complete with food stalls.
Yeah. That's another one that you need to look up the photos for, because it's just stunning what they did.
Oh, wow.
With that. Could not believe a lot of the stuff I was reading when I was doing the research for this.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How do you even rent out a country or a state?
I don't know. Apparently the locals had a bit to say about it, but they did not care. Okay, so that is just their pre-wedding celebrations. So a total of 7 days, including a Euro summer.
Yep.
And Katy Perry.
Yep.
And
Rihanna.
And the Backstreet Boys.
And Andrea Bocelli. All I think about when I hear his name is the Kardashians. It's I had Andrea Bocelli at my wedding. She had Andrea Bocelli at her wedding. I can't even remember what they say, but that's all I think about.
Something like that. She's like, I got married in Italy. And now
she got married in Italy.
Oh, that's so funny. I thought of the exact same thing. So now that the pre-wedding celebrations are over, it's time to start fully jumping into planning the wedding. And I think what was really interesting about this is that Radhika said that the wedding dates were actually very strategically chosen. So the dates were the 12th to the 14th of July, with advice from their family pujari, who identified synchronic moments based on both hers and Anant's astrological charts.
Oh, wow.
Which I just think is so cool.
Yeah, very well thought out.
Yeah. To look
extra.
at what days are the most significant for them.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah.
So the planning of the wedding was overseen by Anant's mother, and Radhika mentioned that it was her commitment and vision that brought the entire celebration to life. She wasn't alone though. They had several teams of event planners, I'm sure. Multiple, I'm sure, helped put this thing together. As well as their in-house staff who all worked around the clock to plan not just the 3-day wedding, but the multi-week affair. Yeah. Which is, multi-week.
Multi-week. I just having one event planning team is so wild to me, let alone having multiple, as well as their in-house staff that work with them every day.
That sounds so exhausting. Even just for them, I'm sure it would be absolutely the best time of your life, but your social battery needs some serious charging after that.
It's also makes it so much of, I don't know how to explain it, but a real business planning the wedding. Do you know what I mean? It's full on event planning on a whole nother level. We say that planning a normal wedding can be a full-time job.
Yeah.
And then this is just how many people had their full-time job funded for this wedding? It's just insane.
Next level.
So next up on the 5th of July, they had the Sangeet, which is a pre-wedding event where the bride, the groom and their families do choreographed dances to symbolize their upcoming union. For this ceremony, Radhika was wearing a crystal outfit and Anant completed his look with ruby diamond buttons and a cheetah brooch as a nod to their animal rescue sanctuary.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so after their formalities, Justin Bieber took to the stage for a private concert and reportedly cost $10 million.
I saw the best part about this is that Justin Bieber did not rock up in a really fancy outfit.
Yeah,
he was in
just him.
a white singlet and jeans.
Purely him.
And then I saw something else that was well, that's funding a lot of diapers for their new baby.
I think I saw something where it's whoever told you can't buy happiness, think again. You can.
That's so funny. So over the next few days, the couple had several pujas or ceremonial prayers, as well as a mehendi ceremony where the bride and her guests get their hands and feet painted with henna.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen that tradition
on
TikTok and stuff before where it's so intricate what they do on their arms.
And from what I've seen, they fully freehand it too.
Yeah.
So they might have some small design aspects that the bride might want incorporated in it. But other than that, they're not planning it out like you would with a tattoo and having a reference image or anything. They're just fully creating it on the spot.
Freehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've never seen videos of people doing henna on TikTok, I highly recommend it. You can just go down a rabbit hole. It's very soothing.
And I think I've heard as well that it can actually take quite a few hours to do because they go all the way up the arm, I think.
Yeah. Well, they do the full arm and the palm as well.
Oh, yep.
So I was watching an Instagram or a TikTok about it not too long ago, and they basically said that
Mm.
because once it goes on the palm of your hands, you can't use your hands for ages.
Yeah, right.
So they have strategically planned out breaks.
Oh, yeah.
And they generally won't drink anything on the day of because they don't want to have to run to the bathroom. And if they need to, they need someone to fully help them. So
yeah, I didn't think about that.
I know.
I didn't realize they do the inside of the hands.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they do the bottom of the feet as well because they do definitely do the tops of the feet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but that would be even more so because then you can't walk if they do the bottom of the feet. Maybe they don't. I'm not sure. And then on the 11th of July was their haldi, a tradition where the couple is covered in turmeric paste for prosperity. During this ceremony, Radhika wore a stunning yellow dupatta, or also known as a stole, and this was made of flowers. And this is probably one of the outfits that I was looking at that just blew me away.
Yeah.
Not because it's elaborate in its that it's got real intricate detailing or anything, but it's this gorgeous vibrant yellow color, just all flowers. And
they must have been fresh flowers.
Yeah.
I would guess.
I would assume so.
Yeah. Which makes it even more amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next celebration. Oh, I'm guessing, I don't know. Would this be on the same day?
So
that was also, 12th. Oh, wait, no. This is the 12th of July. We've moved on to.
So as far as I could find, this next ceremony tradition and the actual wedding was all on the same day.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So this is, and I'm pretty sure this is the Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Friday leading into the wedding weekend is the Barat. Is that how we're saying it? Is that how you say it? We're saying it. Sorry.
Barat, yeah.
Barat. The groom's wedding
so.
procession.
Yeah.
So this was held on the 12th of July, like we just said, which was that Friday, with hundreds of dancers and performers welcoming Anant, who arrived on horseback, as you do. Wouldn't expect anything less. So the guests for this ceremony included Nick Jonas and his wife Priyanka Chopra, John Cena, Kim and Khloe Kardashian, who did say they were filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So looking forward to seeing that on their show.
It will be really interesting to see how much of like the actual wedding they were able to film if any.
Or if it was more just them getting ready for it.
Like them traveling to India for it. Yeah.
So the room was filled with these animal sculptures made from flowers, planned by event planner Preston Bailey, who said there were over 60 animals made from Indian flowers, including monkeys, tigers, elephants, with an estimated 100,000 flowers in each.
So there's 60 of them and there's 100,000 flowers, or over 60 of them.
Yeah.
Why can't I calculate that in my head
Wait, so
right now?
6 would be 600,000.
This is how you know that you've been out of school for far too long.
6 million?
Times 100,000. 6 million flowers.
Where does one even grow that many flowers? How do you source 6 million flowers? Seriously.
They've just fully gotten rid of all of the flowers across the country.
There's no more flowers in India.
But like that in itself, like the planning that would have had to go into that.
Yeah.
By this like Preston Bailey.
Yeah.
I think he said that it took 3 weeks of like actual hands-on work.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks of work.
Oh, wow.
But then before that, it's like so much longer to actually make sure that you have enough of everything.
Yeah. Because again, it's like I'm guessing they'd be fresh flowers.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Because I'm guessing they'd have to be done, the day before? Unless they freeze them somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I don't even want to know how much that costs. If you think about like a regular wedding, how much florals cost, and you've got 6 million flowers transformed into animal sculptures, like there'd surely be like a couple mil just for that.
Surely, yeah.
And like surely the entire floral budget would be like multiple million.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. I feel like I'm going to have to look at this now. Because whose wedding did we look at earlier in the year? Like our first episode of the year.
Yeah.
We were looking at someone's wedding and their florals. And I remember we had a estimate.
Yeah.
Okay. So for reference, Sophia Ritchie, who had all of those like elaborate florals down the staircase, all down the aisle and everything, her florals were estimated to be 200K.
Yeah, right. So this would be like one animal.
Honestly, yeah. Like this is like on a whole other scale, and that's only like these sculptures. I'm sure that they probably had far more throughout the whole like rest of the celebration as well.
Yes.
Because that's something that I couldn't really find a lot about. This was like the only piece of information that I could find about their like decor.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I just know from, because I
everything
saw
looked
a couple videos and photos online that like the venue was, or wherever they held the ceremony and stuff, there was flowers everywhere. So
yeah,
it would be multiple millions, I would guess, just on flowers that are going to die in 2 days.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. True.
But again, it's like, if I had that much money, absolutely I'd be doing the same.
Yeah, that is very true. Like it would be interesting to see how much like in total, we'll get to the estimated total cost towards the end of the episode, but how much of like a percentage of their net worth.
Oh yeah.
Like this wedding cost.
Yes. Okay, so this is a bit off topic, but have you seen like I've seen someone's been doing it for Taylor Swift and how much I can't remember what it was. Like what?
I've seen it.
I think what were they comparing it to? I think it was like a $30,000 car would be like for her. It would be like spending $50 or something.
Yeah, I think I saw one that was like dinner at Nobu.
Oh yes,
which I think they said on average is like $700 or something like that, and it costs her like
$1. Her relative net worth.
Her buying a $5 coffee is literally like not even making an indent at all. It's like 0.0003% or something percent.
So we'll calculate that later.
All right, so now it's time for the actual wedding ceremony. This was a traditional Hindu ceremony that included Anant and Radhika exchanging garlands to symbolize their acceptance of one another, blessings from Radhika's parents, as well as the bride and groom taking circumambulations around a ritual fire known as the Fira. I was really confused on what that word meant. Basically, it's like a ceremonious circling around this ritual fire. And from what I could see, it's kind of like their vows.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do they have rings?
I don't think so, because after this, like ritual takes place, comes the Sindoor Dan and Mangal Sutra ceremonies, where Anant tied a sacred necklace around Radhika's neck and put vermilion in her hair. And she said that this can be likened to the exchange of rings in Western weddings.
Yeah, right. So I wonder, I'm guessing then maybe he didn't propose with a ring if they don't have rings.
Yeah. I couldn't see much at all. I mean, maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, but I was on like the Asian Times and
trying to find something.
But yeah, as far as I know, like they kept a lot of their relationship very private until like all of this elaborate stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of weird.
Yeah.
In a way. Not weird, but like surprising.
Yeah.
That everything prior to this was
very,
very like private, and just the two of them, and then now they've come out and had this like
massive,
humongous wedding that is just taking over everything. So this ceremony concluded with the Ashirwad, where the couple sought blessings from their elders. During this whole wedding ceremony, Radhika wore a family heirloom bridal necklace which contained multiple emeralds and was worn by her sister and aunts at their weddings. Her gown was a one-of-a-kind in red and white, adorned with intricate floral motifs as well as precious stones and sequins, and her veil was a 6-foot masterpiece adorned with gold thread embroidery. This, again, was just like an absolutely stunning outfit. All of them were like
incredible,
mind-blowing. Yeah. Next came the bidet, which is a farewell ceremony for the bride as she leaves her family home to move into her marital home. For this, Radhika changed into a red and gold lehenga, which featured a blouse from the Indian Houses archive that was over 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she stated that her outfits were not based on trends at all. That's not what she was looking at, but instead they've pretty much been in the works since she was a little girl, planning her wedding with her mum and sister.
That's cute. On the Saturday, they held a puja to the goddess of Saraswati, where Radhika said she wore her favourite outfit of the entire weekend and was painted by one of her favourite artists. With the centre of the painting being the goddess of wealth and prosperity, Lakshmi, and her husband Vishnu, the god who maintains justice and peace.
Next up came the reception, and the reception, I don't know why I couldn't find much on it. I think that so much kind of in the media has been like blurred into like one whole big thing. There could even be things that we've said have happened on like the wedding ceremony day, but actually they happened like 3 days before or 3 days later. But the wedding reception was held on the Sunday, and this was attended by over 14,000 people.
That's a large number.
I thought the 1,200 people on the cruise was like a lot.
Yep.
But
this is 14,000.
14. I can't even picture that.
How do you even know that many people?
Well, this is the other thing. I don't think they know everyone.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Yeah, true.
That, like, she speaks to Kim Kardashian on the regular, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, I think the former prime minister of England was there.
Yeah.
And
so just a lot of status
rich people.
Rich people.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is like status. And I mean, in saying that, I'm sure that his parents and her parents do have relationships. Like a lot of relationships with a lot of like prime ministers and things like that. So maybe that is why.
Yeah.
But I also reckon that like all of their family could just invite all their friends.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. It's like whoever wants to come. Just come.
Just tag along.
Everyone come along.
It would be so cool to see like the invites and stuff as well.
I feel like they would also be extremely elaborate.
Yeah. For this reception, Radhika wore a gold filigree corset from Dolce & Gabbana and a sari from Anamika Kana. And this again, this gold corset, I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think I've seen this one.
But it is so pretty.
Yeah.
And like, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing it.
Yeah.
Because it would like it looks like it's made of gold. I don't know if
maybe I did see this.
I'm not sure if it like fully is.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'm thinking of a different outfit that she also wore that was also a gold thing.
Like gilded gold.
Like fully like gilt. Oh my gosh. Wow. Anyway, again, look up her and his outfits because they are literally insane.
Just insanely beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, now we have the fun part, which is a bunch of the finer details that will just blow your mind. Okay, so an estimated cost of this wedding is 600 million USD, which in Australia, AUD is close to $1 billion. Like, what?
Like fully speechless.
I know. Like, people don't even get close to that much money or making that much money in their lifetime, and they've just spent that on one event.
Yeah. I mean, granted, you know what? Granted, it was a very elaborate, like multi-week event. So imagine like I'm sure there would be someone that would spend that much on like a one-day thing.
Yes, maybe.
Potentially. But like
actually insane.
Yeah, just completely blows my mind.
I know. That's something you can just spend that money like it's nothing. How much you have to. So their net worth must be like multiple billions.
Billions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another fun fact is that Anant gifted his groomsmen luxury watches worth 364,000 Australian dollars, which equates to about 238,000 USD. Apparently, he commissioned 25 of these watches, bespoke watches. They were made of 18-carat rose gold. They feature a rose gold dial with black subdials. So 364,000 times 25 is a lot.
Yep. That's not a bad gift. Does he need any more friends?
Sign me up. Yeah.
I'll be your friend. Hi.
It just made me think about, you know, how Travis Kelce went to the Taylor Swift concert and then on his podcast he was like, oh, I went to Taylor Swift's concert but she doesn't see anyone and I wanted to give her a bracelet with my number on it. I'm like, I will give you a bracelet with my number on it.
I'll send you a message. All right. So as we said, Mark Zuckerberg was also in attendance at this wedding. Yes. And is this just word of mouth or do we confirmed?
I mean, I don't know how fully confirmed the next lot of information is, but I did see it from multiple sources.
Okay. So apparently Mark Zuckerberg gifted the couple a private jet.
Just casually.
Casually, you know. A casual private jet.
I think the funniest part, we have quite a few gifts that they received that will tell you.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part about it is that like they do not need anyone to gift them this stuff.
Anything, yeah.
And from what I could find, they didn't. I mean, I'm sure they did, but I couldn't find anywhere that they did like wedding favors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which I just think is so interesting.
Yeah.
That they've gotten like just from Mark Zuckerberg, supposedly they've been gifted a private jet and they had 25 of these watches made.
Yeah.
What about the 14,000 other people?
Well, that's true, actually. Surely they would have gotten something or given out something.
If someone else has found something that says that they did get their guests like a gift, please let us know and we'll put a note in the next episode. But like from what I could find, they didn't. So
interesting. I wonder, like going back to what we were saying before about everything being relative.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if them getting a private jet would be like getting it's just like, oh yeah,
it's like $100 like that we're getting out.
It's like when you get like, I don't know, what's something like worth $200, you're like, oh yeah, cool, thanks.
Oh my God. That is so, actually, I didn't even think about that when I was writing this down. I was going, oh my God, they got a
full actual private jet when it's like,
that's insane.
To them, it's like a little toy thing. Equivalent of us receiving a little toy plane.
They're like, we already have 10.
We need another one.
We actually have this one at home already. Can we exchange it? Can you imagine? That's so funny. They also apparently received a 3,000 square foot house from Anant's parents, which has 10 bedrooms and a private beach. And his parents also gifted them a Bentley.
Nice. Okay, so Jeff Bezos was also in attendance and apparently gifted the couple a Bugatti, another luxury car. Got a few luxury cars from people.
They did. They also got a Lamborghini from John Cena.
Which I was literally saying to Sheridan before, so random that he was there. I saw a photo of him pop up and I was like, what on earth?
It was just actually joke. So funny. Juliette turns around to me at my desk. She's like, oh my God.
What?
John Cena's
I literally thought it was like AI at first or had been edited because he just looked so out of place.
He did.
Like, why are you there? Out of everyone. Him?
It's so funny.
Nothing against him. I just thought it was really random.
I know. Well, because also like, I mean, Kim and Khloe Kardashian is also kind of random, but you think about like, they would get invited and they're going to like post about it on social media and it'll get like a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And, they'll have like really stunning outfits.
Yes. Very well-known socialites, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas John Cena. Like, what a life achievement. You start out as a WWE wrestler and now you're going to a multi-billion-dollar wedding.
I know. It is also rumoured, and this is not fully confirmed, but that Bill Gates gave them either a diamond ring or a luxury yacht just to take off from their private beach.
Yeah, with their private plane. They also got a luxurious apartment in France, a Mercedes and a Rolls Royce.
Yep.
Again, lots of cars.
Yeah, so many cars, which I think is so interesting.
Yeah.
There was like a few other things that I also saw, like jewelry and they had like a gold pen and all this stuff. But those are like the most elaborate.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Gifts ever.
Yeah. Which, it just always makes me wonder where it's like when you're that rich that you can literally buy whatever you want without thinking twice about it. Is this all just stuff?
Yeah. Like it just doesn't really.
It loses all its value.
Like it's like us, like you were saying, going to like Target.
Yeah. Where it's like it's just something. Stuff. Like I wonder.
Yeah. Does it like completely lose its value?
Yeah. Or like I wonder to them what is something they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Or if there's just nothing left.
It's kind of sad to think about. I feel like the only one to me that doesn't seem as crazy is the house from his parents.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because I kind of feel like that isn't, I mean, it's not common by any means for people to get gifted a house from their parents, but like it just feels more normal.
Yes.
That the couple would get gifted like the parents' family home or something like that. If the parents want to downsize or I don't know.
From 10 bedrooms to 9.
10 bedrooms But like, it's just like that's the only one that for some reason just seems like it fits a bit.
Yes.
Whereas like these people that I'm not even sure if they would have had any relationship with getting them these like huge luxury gifts.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, because it's like, in general, though, it's like, what do you even get someone who has everything?
Yeah.
Anyway.
As soon as I looked at the watches that he... that Anant, like, got made for some of the guests, and I was like... Then I was thinking about it. I'm like, what do you get them? Are they expecting gifts?
Yeah.
Or are they like on their, you know how...
their wedding registry.
Like a wedding registry, or even just like on like the invite, you'll say how you have like a wishing well or something. Like, did they have that on there? And then are they like judging people based on how much money were in their envelope? They're like,
they only gave us $1 million.
I was just going to say the exact same.
Oh, gosh.
Never seen them again.
Uninvited to the Christmas party.
They're not getting a Christmas card.
They're not getting a Christmas yacht.
Well, it also does make you think about what kind of gifts that they're just getting.
Yeah.
Not wedding related.
Yeah.
Like, what is she getting for her birthday? Yeah. Like, what does she get him for his birthday?
Yeah.
Like, because, at that point, like, you have the money to just buy whatever it is that you ever need. Yeah. Maybe they just go on, take their private jet and go on
holiday on their private beach.
So Anant's dad, or I guess his family, has a net worth of $121 billion according to Bloomberg Billionaires Index. So then a $1 billion would be what? Far out. I didn't think that having a wedding planning podcast would incorporate maths.
Wait, so 600 million.
Well, okay. I think if my percentage calculator is making sense, I've just said what is like 1 billion compared to 121 billion. 0.82%.
Yeah.
Of their net worth.
Yes.
So like such a small amount.
Yeah. Because if they have 121 billion, they've only spent 1 billion.
Yeah, they've spent 0.8, not even 1% of their like fortune.
Yeah.
So let's say, I think we might be wrong. Like we said, we're not mathematicians, but it's 0.82% of like their total, right? Yeah. So let's say you have $100,000. Yeah. It's only $820.
Yeah. Okay. So like, it must be because let's say roughly the average person makes 100,000. So then it would be like spending $800.
Yeah. So it's like what costs $800? Like a couch. Yeah. Not even like.
Whoa.
A couch probably costs more than that.
Yeah.
So it's like they're barely scratching. Anything.
That's actually crazy. All right. So that brings us to the end of that story. Hope you enjoyed. We've got one last story for you. Our proposal diary.
Yes. We've decided on a potential name for our weekly proposal story, which is the Proposal Diaries.
Yes.
If you hate it,
let us know.
Or don't.
Nicely.
If you hate it, don't tell us you just hate it. Just give us another idea.
All right. Okay, I read it last week. Do you want to do it this week?
All right. We were on holidays together in the USA and I knew I was getting proposed to. I just didn't know when. We were in Washington, D.C. and the night before we watched the hockey. When we came home, he claimed he ate a bad hot dog and was on and off the toilet all night with the facepalm emoji. He was worried that he'd ruined our trip. The next day we went on a walk in the morning and he kept stopping into toilets on the way to view the Theodore Roosevelt Monument. We got to a lovely wooden bridge over the water and it was autumn, so the leaves were giving fall. He said I should set my phone up for a self-timed photo, so I was attempting to do this when I heard him say my full name, which he doesn't usually do. He's really clumsy, so I thought he had dropped his phone into the river. When I turned around, he was on one knee. I immediately started crying, which I did not expect to do, and sadly did not hear a word of his speech, which I'm sure was lovely.
That's cute.
He then confessed that he had never had stomach issues and just wanted an excuse to explain any act of weirdness. Maybe he was lying. He was embarrassed. Not only that, but he didn't even bring the ring box as he didn't want me to see it in his pocket. So he was just carrying around the ring loose in his pocket.
Oh my gosh. That gives me anxiety.
So much anxiety. So it was safe to say I was not expecting this at all. I then soft launched the engagement on Instagram at the end of a carousel of photos without saying a word in the caption. Got lots of comments that night. Teehee.
Oh, cute. I thought when you said that he's clumsy, I thought you were going to say that he dropped the ring in the...
I did get worried, honestly, reading it for the first time too. Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So cute. Thank you so much for sending that in. We love to hear them. If you want us to share your proposal story, head to the form in our show notes because we want to hear it.
Yeah. Let us know.
All the details.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Save the Date podcast. We hope you learned something new. And if you're currently planning your wedding, congratulations, good luck and have fun.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you follow or subscribe and leave us a review wherever it is that you're listening.
Make sure to come and connect with us on our socials at the Save the Date podcast and join our Facebook group, the Save the Date community. We hope you have a wonderful day or night and we'll be back with another episode next week. Bye.
Bye.